It's been an extremely busy year where we've raised our profile both at exhibitions such as PDM and Interplas, and also in the national media with our Innovations in Plastics supplement distributed with 750,000 copies of the Times newspaper. On the packaging front, we've been heavily engaged in providing input into the government's strategic packaging review, also holding workshops with 6 major food retailers with our allies, Plastics Europe and PAFA, to ensure they understand the many benefits of plastics packaging and communicate it to their customers. You may recall at last year's dinner, I talked about ensuring that the BPF was fit for the future. This doesn't just mean that we're abreast of economic and legislative needs on your behalf, but that we're also commercially focused as a business. The days of trade associations being little more than a PR front for their sector are long gone. Believe me, we are as focused on cost management as any one of our member companies. We've also worked hard to rebalance our revenue generation, which used to rely almost exclusively on member subscriptions. Today, nearly 50% of our revenue is generated from other services to industry, including the excellent new BPF website, visited by 1 million people a year. It's a hugely impressive marketing tool, not only for the UK industry as a whole, but also for individual companies. It features the ingeniously entitled Plastipedia, which is the world's largest online encyclopedia of plastics, giving the true facts about our materials and products for all our stakeholders. It also launches a tremendous networking tool, Plastbook, and it's well worth getting registered on it to benefit from exchanging experiences across the industry, as well as picking up the sales leads which are channelled into it. The BPF is also leading the plastics industry's export drive with a call to go global. In December, we're taking firms to the Plast Eurasia show in Turkey, and next year, Plast India, China Plas and Plaspol. With the fall in the value of sterling and an economic slowdown in Europe, now is the time to seek out export opportunities. Our industry earns £4.5 billion per year from direct exports. Never before have plastics been under such scrutiny, especially at the end of their use. The BPF played a crucial role in securing excellent ratings for plastic products in the recent BRE Green Guide to Specification, helping to put plastics at the forefront of sustainable construction. We need a strong BPF to promote the benefits of plastics during their whole life cycle. For example, a cucumber is 96% water and unsaleable after 3 days. However, covered with 1.5 grams of plastic film, it has a shelf life of 14 days. Recycling is increasing fast in the UK in plastics, packaging and building products. There are significant investments in plastic bottle recycling and important developments in the technology for mixed plastics recycling. Our EPS group has raised the recycling of expanded polystyrene packaging through take-back schemes to 30%. The voluntary recycling of construction-used PVC in the UK holds the European record for the highest level achieved. We're lobbying for a lot more energy from waste capacity in the UK to deal with unrecyclable waste and to provide much-needed local power. So as you can see, there's a whole host of proactive initiatives that we have instigated, as well as providing you with a strong and successful lobby. These successes stem from an organisation that recognises the need to be competitive, both in how it runs its own business and how it represents its members to the outside world. A business that I believe is fit for the future. Fit to represent a strong and innovative plastic industry, an industry that was recognised in last month's government manufacturing strategy as, and I quote, a significant British manufacturing success story with a substantial net trade surplus and continued significant inward investment. Within 18 months, there will be a general election. From our leading politicians, we have received generous tributes for the BPF's 75th anniversary, showing we're firmly on the radar. There's hardly any parliamentary constituency that doesn't contain at least one plastics company. Gordon Brown has 5 and David Cameron has 2. And I don't know about you, but that's the first time Gordon's been ahead for a while. Now is the time with our allies to lobby for change, promote the benefits of plastic and remind them of our contribution over the last 75 years. We have a proven track record of success in innovation and business. We are developing life-changing initiatives with our material. I'm incredibly proud of all that we've achieved as an industry, and also very proud of the team here at the BPF. I know how hard they work. They're a fantastic team, passionate, driven and committed, and I'd like to thank them for all the support. But most of all, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for sharing this evening with us here at the BPF for our 75th anniversary.